What's going on, UK? This is RJ Hale from Halestorm, and you're listening to Ramzine. Yes!
Vicky here at Download Festival with RJ from Halestorm. How are you today?
That's it, RJ from Halestorm. You got it right.
Yeah.
I get AJ, ZJ, DJ, and anything that ends with J, you know what?
But RJ's the best.
You're learning. There you go. Yeah.
Okay. So you headlined the Zipper Encore stage last night. How was that?
It was a dream come true. I'll tell you that. We've been coming to Download for so many years, and I think we played every single stage.
Yeah.
First time we were here, we played the little side stage, then we played the little tent stage, and then we played far up on the B stage. And I don't think we played the main stage yet, but being able to headline any stage at Download is such a tremendous milestone, such an honor.
Yeah, I like that though, because you've kind of started off with a small stage, you've just gone up and up and up.
Yeah,
you know what's next now? It's main stage.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe next time. I'm positive next time that we'll probably be on the main stage. I can't wait for that. Yeah,
I'm sure you will be, if not next year, the year after, for sure.
It's a journey, man. We're still on our journey. So, but the really cool thing is that we're really, really close friends with Blackstone Cherry.
Yeah.
And seeing their level of success over here, I was so stoked about, because they're such a great band.
Yeah.
They're some of our best friends in the business, and I remember when they had the same spot headlining the B stage. So it's cool that we're kind of there where they were, a couple years ago, headlining the B stage. So it's like almost reassuring. It's like, okay, like I feel like our journey, our trajectory is still going up, you know?
Absolutely, 100% it is.
That's always the goal, is just to keep moving forward, to keep going up, keep it going, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
So there's a really incredible band from Japan that named their band after one of our songs.
Okay.
They're called Love Bites.
Yeah.
But one word, Love Bites.
How'd you know it?
And their singer got up and sang with us, and she's amazing. She's amazing. She got up and sang the song Love Bites with us. So
yeah.
We did the same thing in Tokyo with them, and they're just such sweethearts. They're all females. Check them out, Love Bites. They're
100%.
great, and they're killing it in Japan, and they're just now coming over here, and so and they're kind of where we were many years ago, playing one of the side stages high up on the bill, and so. Over our career, we've gotten so many great opportunities from bands that we looked up to. Bringing us on stage with them, like getting to do stuff together with them. So we kind of felt it was our duty to pay it forward from the bands that gave us, helped us in the early days, before nobody cared about us, before nobody knew about us. So we wanted to do the same thing for them. Like, now they're in this position where they're up and coming, and we want to help them.
That's really nice that you do that.
We never expected when we started the band that another band would name their band after one of our songs, So to us, it's just still mind blowing. It's like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
And then you've got bands like Halestorm.
Well, they were around before us.
Oh, really?
In all due respect, Halestorm has been around for a much longer time. And I love them. They're great. I really want to do a tour with them.
That would be so much fun.
I want to do a tour with Halestorm, and I want to do it so we share the same backdrop. We just lower down a little H in front of it, and then it goes away. I think that would be the coolest idea. One of these days, we're going to make that happen.
Yes,
but they know about us, we know about them. We still haven't met them yet. But they're incredible. Scottish pirate metal. Here we go.
So you guys have recently won another Grammy.
No, we were nominated.
Oh, yeah, Best Rock Performance.
Yeah. We won the Grammy in 2013.
That's it.
Unfortunately, and it was amazing. It was incredible. The only bittersweet part about it was that they put rock and metal in the same category. It's like, really? You've got 15 different hip hop categories. You can't do two, I don't know. So it was a bit of a mess back then, but we won it, and we were so stoked. It was amazing. Like, we obviously were the rock band out of a lot of metal bands, so I was a bit disappointed that metal didn't get its credit. But since that year, they've finally separated. Like, they raised enough of a voice about it. They finally separated it. So we didn't win it this year, but Chris Cornell won it, and he deserves it. He deserved. Like, he was the one where I was like, if he wins it, I I won't be mad. Like
Yeah.
he deserves that,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm really glad that the Grammy went to the most deserving nominee.
Yeah.
But still, it was like, you know, to win the Grammy was like amazing. But then to get nominated again is like that's insane. Like, who screwed up and did this, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just really, but it was honestly for me, like, I just loved that we were able to go and experience it. I got to see Post Malone with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Cardi B was incredible. Travis Scott. It was a cool show, and so it was just really, really cool to be there. Yeah.
Definitely. So I was watching your new video for Uncomfortable, and I really like that song because I know obviously everyone interprets music in their own like kind of different way. I'm sure lots of the fans interpret that song, you know, whatever way applies to them.
Right.
So for me,
That's the way it should be with music, you know. Yeah.
And so for me, it
What does it mean to you?
was like when you kind of go out and have a bit of a wild night, but then you have the people who are like kind of shunning you for being a bit too crazy.
Yep.
And you're like, does
Story of
this
my
make
life.
you uncomfortable?
Yeah, kind of embracing your inner freak, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like more and more, I think that younger people are kind of like understanding that more and more. Like it's cool to be unique. It's cool to be different, you know. And I think maybe a part of it is the fact that the way that we consume music is so diverse. Like everything's out there now.
Yeah.
So you have access to everything. You're not stuck to just one radio station, one section of a record store. So you know, I think that younger people are now, like people of like my generation now, like are kind of more or less understanding that everyone is so different, is so diverse. People are diverse. Not only is music diverse, but people are diverse.
Yeah.
People are into a lot of different things. So you're right. I think that that's a really cool thing that you took away from that song, is that, you know, you're gonna go out and just be your crazy self. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Basically be you.
And it doesn't matter
No shame.
if people feel uncomfortable by that, then that's down to them.
Now I think that it's at the point now where, like, if you're not a little bit weird, then you're weird, you know? If you're super straight-laced and normal, like, oh, well then, you know, like if you're the kind of person that's going to judge someone for being weird, that makes everyone, like the majority of people are going to look at that person, you know, pushing on the judgment as like, oh, that's not cool.
Yeah,
you know,
embrace your inner weirdness.
Embrace your inner weirdness. We've been doing it for 22 years, so.
So I know that you put out a track called Chemicals fairly recently.
You like it?
Yeah, I like that track. What was it about?
That song is kind of you know, the same kind of deal. You know, it's like we all have a lot of differences, and we're all different people. We all have our different colors. We're different sexual orientations, different political views, different religious views, different colors. We're different. We're all different, but we're all made of pretty much the same 5 elements.
Yeah.
You know, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. You know, like whatever. I can't think of them right now, but the same, like, basically chemical makeup is exactly identical, like with all of us, all humans, you know. And it's important to remember that, you know, even though we have a lot of differences, like we're all made of the same materials. We're all made from the same elements that come from, you know, the universe. So, you know, not to get all hippie on you, but basically, like, from a very literal sense, like, that's what it means. But it's also, as you do with a songwriter, you kind of want to get more poetic with it, and you kind of want to tie in a little bit of, you know, maybe throw a few lines about drugs in there just to make it fun, you know. Like, say, like, let's talk, like, you know, songs on chemicals. So let's say we got like Adderall, we got like this and that, you know. So, which is the fun thing about doing lyrics, is that you get to play with words like that, and you know, it's just what I like about it is it's very anthemic, you know. It didn't make the cut of the album, but we were like, well, we wanted to give the song justice, so we thought, we'll compromise. We'll make it a record store day release, so at least it has its own place in the sun, you know, that people can you know, be able to hear it and get to know the song. So and it's been, and I'm really glad, because I love doing it live. There's a lot of vocal parts. I love singing even more than I love drumming. So like, one of my favorite bands was the Eagles growing up, so it's like that. There's 4-part vocals. I actually get to sing a lead vocal part in the end of it, so so that's why it's extra fun for me.
Cool. And just to wrap up, because we're being told that we're short on time. So quickly,
we got all day.
When have you got any plans for new music, and when are you coming back to the UK?
We're coming back in November. We're going to be touring with our really good friends in This Moment and some of our best friends. New Year's Day. If you haven't heard of them, they're great. They're amazing. Ash is such a badass. Maria's such a badass. It's like 3 incredibly badass female singers, and it's going to be just an incredible. I'm just so happy to be a part of that movement. Seeing more and more women, you know, feeling empowered, feeling boldened to like go out and rock really hard, and also in the audience. So it's going to be really crazy. As far as new music goes, yeah, we're constantly writing, and we're constantly working on music, and I think we're going to probably start working on the next album pretty soon next year. So we just want to get in there and keep the music coming, you know, keep feeding everybody, you know.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you for having me, yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.